Release 1.7 delivers significant improvements to accelerate the onboarding of services and users with features like search relevancy settings, customizable UI for personas, and the new AutoPilot application, which ingests all the relevant metadata with a single click. At Collate, we're taking it one step further by adding AI agents to AutoPilot that automatically generate tiers, descriptions, and data quality tests. The tier agent analyzes your table usage and lineage to determine the business criticality of each asset in your organization. The documentation agent automatically generates descriptions based on the shape of your data, as well as generates queries on your tables. The data quality agent validates tables constraints to intelligently create tests, in addition to learning from similar tables. Additionally, you can now measure the value being generated by these new AI agents through our enhanced Service Insights dashboards. Track how much metadata has been automatically generated by Collate AI, your service distribution of PII and tiers, your most used data assets, as well as a new view for your most expensive queries, which you can then have Collate AI optimize for you. We also show you the data quality health of your service. Collate AI agents in AutoPilot are like having additional team members, helping you elevate your metadata management to the next level while saving you time and resources. Collate. Thanks to Collate collaboration and automation features, it's simple to add tags, descriptions, and owners to all your assets. But how can you ensure this metadata is seen and used by the source systems as well? Our new application, Reverse Metadata, now allows us to send all the metadata collected in Collate back into source systems. Let's see how this works. We have this users table in Snowflake, which contains PII data. It would be ideal if our users could independently apply all the necessary tags there back to mask their sensitive information. First, let's install the Reverse Metadata application. You can configure the different channels for different services or use cases. In this case, I'm going to pull these as Snowflake and tag my Reverse Snowflake service to propagate the tags. With the Reverse Metadata app, we can now apply a tag to a table in Collate and have it automatically applied in Snowflake as well. In this end users table in Collate, I'm going to apply the PII tag to the email column. Now, if we examine the table structure in Snowflake, we can see it now contains the tag we just added in Collate. Moreover, when we try to select the PII data again, it returns in masked form, since we added a masking policy to the tag that originated from Collate. As you can see, we can now push metadata back to data sources in real time. By linking this application to other features, such as metadata automations or auto-classification workflows, Collate becomes a key pillar in your end-to-end automated governance strategy. Collate. With Release 1.7, we've invested into our core design principles with improvements to the user experience, particularly for addressing the needs of the diverse personas that rely on our platform daily. These changes include streamlining the navigation panels, as well as the placement and labeling of information in the asset pages. We've also restructured information on user pages, highlighting profile information and improving how users can navigate and manage their open tasks. Combined with improvements around search relevancy, customizable UI for personas, and the day one experience, Release 1.7 accelerates the onboarding of both services and users, in addition to making it easier for users to find the right data faster and to act upon it. OpenMetadata. OpenMetadata's different workflows can extract different types of metadata from your data services, such as schemas, lineage, and profiling. To accelerate the initial onboarding of new data services, we've created the new AutoPilot application. This application automatically deploys and triggers all these workflows for you when a new service is created. Let's see it in action. We start by creating a new Snowflake service, adding the necessary details, and testing the connection. Next, we add a filter set that will automatically be applied to all the workflows. With that, the AutoPilot application is triggered and running. The first agent has already been deployed, and after we refresh, we can see it running. We now give it a few minutes so that the remaining workflows can also be automatically created and run. Note how the metadata, lineage, and usage workflows have been created and completed successfully. In contrast, the profiler and auto classification workflows have been created but are not run automatically, allowing you to review tables to include based on execution time and cost considerations. Additionally, the new Service Insights page provides immediate KPIs on your data. We can instantly see that the schema we ingested already has 100% description coverage, but we'll need to work on identifying PII, assigning ownership, and adding tiers. With OpenMetadata AutoPilot, you can get all your metadata with just one click. OpenMetadata. OpenMetadata already brings search relevancy boosts based on your asset tier, which measures business criticality and asset usage. As data platforms grow, along with the number of assets, ensuring that the right piece of data appears first for your search results can help your users reduce time to action. Looking at the default behavior, certain tables appear at the top of search results since they have Tier 1 tags. However, different organizations might have different ranking needs based on other properties. With this in mind, how can we ensure other tables are ranked higher? In version 1.7, we are introducing search relevancy settings. You can go into Preferences, Search, and enable Search RBAC, as well as change properties and configuration settings for Elasticsearch or OpenSearch. You can also configure the search both at global and entity levels. For example, for tables, you may wish to boost assets that are not PII sensitive. Let's go into the term boost settings and increase the boost by 50 for any assets that are PII non-sensitive. We can see what happens to our search results after we save this change. We'll go back to one of our tables and add the same PII non-sensitive tag. When we return to our Explore experience and search for customers, this table now appears as the first result. You can also control which fields of the asset you want to match during the search, such as names, descriptions, or columns. Thanks to the new search relevancy customization, you can ensure your users will always find the right data. OpenMetadata. OpenMetadata continues to make improvements to our lineage, both in how we capture and parse queries, as well as how users can explore and utilize lineage information. In Release 1.7, we are adding exciting additions to our Lineage UI, including an enhanced toolbar, a mini-map to better explore large lineages, and new lineage layers. Our existing column and observability layers in the Lineage UI already help you understand how your data moves, as well as to analyze both the root cause and impact of data quality issues. Now, we're adding a service layer, giving you a comprehensive view of how data flows from service to service. We're also introducing a domain layer, which will help you better visualize the shape of your data mesh, along with the data product layer. Lineage is a key element for understanding your data, and OpenMetadata enhances this further by providing even more perspectives to it. OpenMetadata. OpenMetadata has detailed information about your data assets. In the 1.7 release, we've focused on making sure different users can concentrate on the specific information that's most important for them. In previous releases, we allowed the customization of the landing page based on your user persona. Now, we've expanded these capabilities to the left navigation panel, governance entities, and data assets. Let's see an example. Let's take a look at our data steward persona, which has this user named Steward, which is configured with the default persona of data steward. Now, we can go ahead and customize their navigation panel. We click on their persona, then click on Customize UI and Navigation. In here, we can now simplify the navigation by only keeping the Explore, Domains, and Govern views. We toggle off the other views. Additionally, we can move up the Govern tab to make it easier for our user to find. We save these changes, and when we refresh the UI for the Steward user, we can see how it is now simplified and focus on the assets that are most important to them. We have also customized the table page by hiding some of the elements that might not be of interest to every user. In this case, we have hidden queries, observability, incidents, lineage, view definition, and custom properties, while also creating this new tab for a README page. We can modify widgets, so we can add custom properties and a description panel for the user to better understand their data assets. We can also move the location of these tabs. In this case, we move the README to the beginning. Let's see how Steward User's UI has changed after all these updates that we've made. We see the README at the beginning, followed by the schema, activity feed, and sample data, while the rest of the information is hidden. UI customizations are a flexible and powerful approach that will let you tailor the experience for each of your users, improving the experience of managing all your processes within OpenMetadata.